Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! It's your buddy Cooper here. There are only 2 hearts left remaining in this entire Let's Play, and my partner Cyrus and I are going to spend them together with my new deck that synergizes with his deck. The fried shrimp here is the best, isn't it? I hope it is, dude. I hope it is, because it's all we're gonna have. Let's go ahead and try taking on Jesse and Bonaparte, which should be a really hard match for us, but I improved Cyrus's deck to have a little bit more monsters to draw, and changed his strategy up just a little bit, but he has the same fusions, and he has, you know, easy ways of summoning those fusions. Of course, my new deck is called Time's Up. That's as thematic as it can be. Let's go. Alright, Cyrus already confused. He just needs a poly, or any card really. He has so many cards that work. Gyroid's usually a better start, but I'm sure he has his reasons. That thing's gone. And it's banished, which is the best thing you can do to a Crystal Beast. Alright, they have 2 traps, but what are the odds they started with the scariest thing ever? Based on my hand, you guys can kind of understand what our deck strategy is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my strategy by summoning Time Eater, which is basically this Let's Play in a nutshell. I'm going to attack for 19. Time Eater was successful. Now, of course, we are still worried that the opponent will find a way to destroy our Time Eater, but I'm going to chill and just assume we got them. Every time we destroy a monster, they'll lose the ability to summon on main phase 1. Now, granted, this guy runs a lot of traps, so our odds of surviving against him are much lower. He could fuse if he wants to, but I believe we are going to lose our Time Eater one way or the other. This is like the first time I've seen Cyrus not just throw Monster Reborn for King into the swamp. Oh, they had Mirror Force the whole time, they just chose not to use it. Alright. Time Eater, baby. Hey, thank you, Cy. It's like you knew they had my Mirror Force. Me. They had Mirror Force and TT. There's not much I could do about that. That's about as strong as it gets. But Jesse's bricks, so I can maybe make up for this. The 2 best traps in the game are gone. And I got my other boss monster. I'm going to go ahead and summon the truck. And I'm going to use this truck for victory. I attack for 1,000 damage. No one can stand up to the truck. Alright, I'm going to end my turn, and we're going to see if Bonaparte has some better cards. Are you really going to tribute yourself? Mother, are you serious? Alright, well, our first opponents are not going to let us keep a single monster, and my friend has used up every card he owns, so hopefully I gave him more monsters. Nope, didn't matter. I could give him 1 billion more monsters. He won't draw them. Alright, well, luckily Jesse's in the same boat. He can't draw a Crystal Beast to save his life, which is weird because that's his whole deck. I luckily drew Monster Reborn, so I can make up for the situation. We're going to bring back the Time Eater, because time is truly up for this Let's Play. Then I'm going to play the Gyroid. Then I'm going to activate the Rush Recklessly. And with Rush Recklessly, our Time Eater is now super strong. Then I'm going to activate... I don't have any more. Oh, that'll do. Alright, I attack with Time Eater. Let's see if they do anything about it. Not yet. Need to see it. Okay, they didn't do anything. I activate Limiter Removal. Time Eater is a machine monster. 5,200 damage in 1 attack. Time's up. Tick-tock. And there we go. New deck successful on the first duel. It was tough. They had TT and Mirror Force on the first turn, but we managed to get through it, which shows that our deck has some merit behind it, but it's still difficult. So let's get out there and let's see if there's any other people that want to face us at the duel field. I feel like this is a pretty interesting place to duel. One of the coolest places in Duel Academy. Anka and Ivan, dear God. Okay, anyone easier than that? Seun and Kenyu. Oh god. Jamie and Kura. That's the easiest combo here. All these characters are going to be interesting to duel, to say the least. But since changing our deck, I feel like we should have more confidence in ourselves. We couldn't take on the world if we wanted to. So let's do this. I'm going to go first. Now, Cyrus, you don't have to do much. I've given you much more. You have way more monsters now. You're bound to draw them. Nope, same monsters from last time. No poly, just like last time. Okay, game, at least you think you're funny. And he didn't play bottomless, which means he's not going to TT because his AI brain won't do it, and that means we lose out on everything. If you had played bottomless, we get to keep the Steamroid, but I guess that wasn't your plan. Alright, well, since that wasn't your plan, I'll use Steamroid. Let me see if they have TT. They don't? Alright, I'll use MST. And with MST, I destroy your back row. Goodbye, crop circles. Then I'm going to destroy your monster, which will result in me getting some A counters, but I don't think I care. For those of you that are curious, I also run his fusion monsters, so don't worry. And I run one power bond, just in case. I'll set one trap. I'm going to save the other one just in case. I was thinking about my body as a shield, but they don't usually play those kind of cards. Oh, well, shit. Oh, I might as well have used limiter removal. I think he might tribute. Oh, no, I'm glad I didn't. Oh, thank God. If he had tribute summoned, I'll wish I had, but since he didn't, life is good. Gyroid and Steamroid teaming up. Gyroid's smart because then we'll take less damage in the end. And they'll have to take a full 18. And your 2 trap spell cards in your hand are insanely busted. Alright, let's see what Jamie does about it. Jamie starts a Monster Born for a Steamroid, which might need to be banished because that card as the aggressor is a problem. Yep. We have plenty of Steamroids. We don't need that one. That card is also a problem. Yakta Chain. Yes. Yes. Cyrus. He's using his deck well. Oh, the changes were good. Okay. Positive changes, folks. Positive changes. Heart of the cards. The rat is probably safest card I got right now. Steamroid, get in there. Destroy the opponent. Keeping Steamroid alive is a big deal for us, which is why I added cards in Cyrus's and my own deck that can protect it, as well as his newer monsters, which he has not drawn yet. The game only seems to want to give him Gyroid and Steamroid, which is very funny, because I didn't even change that in his deck. Alright, I will now set both of these, and Gyroid will be a worthy sacrifice for Rising Energy. Ancient Rules. I knew you already heavy storm, so I didn't have to worry. Which is it going to be Zoa? It's going to be Zoa. Alright, Zoa, it's good to see you. You're a huge problem, to say the least. And I activate Rising Energy. With Rising Energy, I have to throw away a Gyroid, but we basically gain 1,000 attack points, if you put it, if you count Steamroid's effect, which is enough to beat a Zoa. And now, all my partner has to do is say the words, I attack. He will summon first, and then he'll say the words, I attack. Nice. That duel worked out really, really well. Good job, Sai. Okay, maybe we can fight these stronger duelists on the side here. Maybe it's doable. Like Sion. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm a little worried, but I think we can do it. I feel like Cyrus has been like, this deck improvement was a huge improvement. And victory is almost all but assured. Alright, we'll be going first. Nice, nice. Ken Yu, I'll be missing you, buddy. We teamed up with you in our last Let's Play, so it's just nice to see you. Steam Gyroid on the first turn is quite handy. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. Steam Gyroid on the first turn with 2 traps to protect it and a heavy storm for later. I love it. So, how are you going to beat that, Sion? That's what I thought. If I remember correctly, Sion doesn't even like defense mode. Alright, but as cool as these traps are, Sion's traps scare me. I was right. I was so right to do what I just did. I summon the Scissorman. And then I'm going to set some cards of my own. Now, I'd love for the Scissorman to get the kill here, so I'm willing to risk it all, but I understand it won't. Oh my god, he got a kill. We get 2,000 burn. We get 2,000 burn because of that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's the power of a Scissorman. And I drew my 1 power bond, which is very interesting. Alright, well, 800 damage. He will get to float forever, but I do have some traps just in case. They're not the best traps, not as good as what Cyrus had, but I destroyed Mirror Force and Icarus attack, so I don't think anyone's going to argue with me. No! I can't defeat them now. They're healing too much and my Dust Tornado can't counter it. Oh, freaking hell. Wait, that is a lot now. 1,200 life point recovery, you jerk. Whoa. That was a good... Oh, okay, thank God. AI's addicted to bad cards. Even better. I activate Prideful Roar. I pay 500 life points. The opponent's monster gets destroyed. My monster gets to burn for another 2,000. Starting to understand why I think my cards are good. Heavy Storm time. Ooh, Blast held by a Tribute. Now, granted, this is a fusion, so I don't think it would count, but still. Alright, sadly, the one weakness of the Scissorman is it is very weak, so we cannot win the duel even though he did 4,000. That Scissorman has done 5,000 damage, by the way. That Scissorman has done 5,000 damage in this one duel. And if he kills that monster, we win the duel. And I could just summon the stronger Scissorman to do it. The stronger Scissorman can do it. I evolve my Scissorman into the Needle Burrower. Same effect, just bigger. It didn't matter. We win. We did 6,000 burn this duel. We did 6K! Holy crap, Sai, we're too strong. Oh no. Oh no, the story's gonna end even faster now. We're too good together. You know what? Let me duel a single duel with Anka here, because my deck is very reliant on your deck. So my odds of winning should go way down. Oh my gosh. We're doing too good with the new deck. It's way too strong. Way too strong. Time can't be up that quickly, can it? Nope. The deck says time's up. The deck says time's up. Alright, let's do this. More Scissorman. I summon the Scissorman. And I'll play Rising Energy. And I end my turn. Anka, what is your answer to my Scissorman? That is fine by me. I activate Rising Energy. And by doing so, I can throw away Time Eater. And I can buff my monster by 15. So not only do I get to do 900 damage, but I get to do 2,000 burn. I expected this. I thought you would steal Time Eater. Which is why I kept my Prideful Roar in hand, but you didn't steal Time Eater. So I'm going to activate Monster Reborn. With Monster Reborn, I'm going to Reborn the Time Eater. Let me see, does she do anything? No? Alright, I'm going in. I'm spending everything I have. This is literally every play I have. Let's see if she reacts to it. I attack again. We're not going to stop her from going to main phase 1. We're just trying to win. She didn't stop me. I'm going to activate Rush Recklessly. There's no way she also started Mirror Force on the first turn, right guys? That's 2,000 burn. And then 1,900 more damage. You may get a main phase, but you get no life points. And I end my turn. These are the strongest cards in my deck, by the way. Premature Burial. Wow, you had Monster Born into this. If you create the lock, I'll actually be a little scared. Oh shit, did she? Oh, thank God. Oh, wait. She's going to crash. Wait, if you crash, you lose. You idiot! I burned you for game! Turn 4 victory! The AI didn't understand. No. I know you're trying to get Command Knight, but Needle Burrower. Chain. 2,000 burn. I win. Oh my God. I may have made a deck that was too strong. It might be too much. Hell, we started the episode coming back from a Mirror Force TT. It may just be too much. Shit. Well, I didn't duel Ivan, so I guess we can duel him too. Maybe a Slifer Red could beat me. If Anka freaking... Well, that's not Anka D, but if Anka could not beat me and actually loses to my strategy by destroying herself... Look, the back row is what makes this deck. If they have a card to counter back row, we lose. Because our front row's strongest attacker has 1,900 attack, unless you count Steamroid when he's the aggressor. And that's if I don't get my 1 fusion, which also requires my spell cards, so I guess that counts. Oh, not good. Ah, very good. I take it all back. I was like, oh, this hand kind of sucks. No, it does not. I take it all back. I'm going to set this. I'm going to end my turn. I'm not going to play anything else. Ivan is making me mad by not attacking me. He has 1 trap, but I'll deal with that in time. I draw. Interesting draw. I'm going to activate Rising Energy. We're still going to do what we do. I'm going to throw away Needle Burrower. I'm going to power up Struckroid. Then I'm going to activate Monster Reborn to bring back my monster. Now, normally I go for Burn, but in this case, I'm going to buff up Truckroid since that current buff is not going to be permanent. And who knows, if he's playing defensive, he might have a 2k defender. I should have summoned Gyroid just in case, but... Oh, it was almost that much. Oh, I'm stealing nothing! I gained nothing! Damn it! Then again, Needle Burrower wouldn't have been able to do it, so it's fine. Alright, we could have done 1,000 more damage that turn, but we're going to play it a little safe and have this down here. There is a chance of Heavy Storm, but I'm not going to play my body as a shield in that just in case that happens. Ivan? Why is everyone just... Why... Do they want me out of their school? No one's attacking me or doing anything. It's like the game wants me to leave. I attack for 1,000. I attack for 1,000. And I attack for 17. Ivan has no stars, therefore I can't do any burn to Ivan by attacking directly. Oh, this is sad. This isn't what I was expecting. I thought the game would still fight back. Oh no, not defense mode. That means you're not fighting me. Now granted, if I don't get a rush recklessly, I don't think I could beat most defenders. But I drew Rising Energy, which means I can do it in time, but we'll see. I attack for game. Another 18? No. It's a low-level monster, though, so it's not going to do that much. Nope, it's still level 3. That's too much. 15. I can't believe it. They're just giving me free wins. They're just giving me free wins. It's hard to watch. The game wants me to leave. They want me to leave the academy. They don't want me here. It doesn't even feel like they're dueling me, Sai. I guess in 1 episode, we're already going to your 3rd heart. Oh, dear God. Morning, Cooper. The island's become more lively since the graduation tag duels began, don't you think? They gave us a chance to see some old friends. And most importantly, I heard Dark Magician Girl will be participating. I haven't seen her though, so it may just be a rumor, but oh my dearest Dark Magician Girl, I can't wait to see you. I wonder who else we'll get to see. Are you ready? Then let's go. I assume that means we're gonna go see Dark Magician Girl right now. And apparently she's at the main gate. Let's go find her. That's not her. Hey guys, Professor Banner and Chumley. You should not be happy to see Banner. Cyrus, Cooper, Chumley should be happy. What a coincidence, or is it fate? It's not every day that all of us get together like this. I guess that's what they call a whim of fate, yes? Wow, it sure is great to see everyone. I'm so happy to be back at the academy with you guys again. It's like a dream come true. Seeing everyone together again reminds me of old times. Yeah, it seems like so long ago. Yep, it's just too bad that Bastion isn't here. I'm right here! Our time at the academy just flew by. By the way, Chumley, I wanted to ask you something. Was Cyrus always like this? Yeah, he was always a little loser. No, I'm joking. So that means he hasn't grown at all since he entered the academy, huh? What? Now that you mention it, it does seem to be the one who's grown the least. I've grown like everyone else. All right, then let's settle this with a duel, Tyranno. I'll show you how much I've grown. Fine with me. We'll set the record straight once and for all. Oh, this is... No, please don't make me duel Banner. Okay, my partner will be Cooper. What? I thought we were doing one-on-one, not tag dueling. Cooper and I are inseparable. A match set. 2 peas in a pod. Okay. I guess you didn't think you could win by yourself. Damn. I wanted to... Hey, Chumley! Oh, that's actually... Chumley Tyranno would make a pretty good combo. I'm excited for this. Oh, at least I don't have to duel Jaden. Thank God for that. It just feels good not to have to see Atticus in a freaking story. This is the best part about ending with this, is I don't have to look at Atticus. Alright, let's do it. Tyranno and the Chum. Now, between these characters, I say Chumley's actually one of the more dangerous duelists. Tyranno is fine. Cyrus is better now, and I'm insanely dangerous apparently because all the AI just fall before me. How does he keep drawing this? Oh my god, he's not willing to power bond. I did not know that. He's not willing to power bond on the first turn. Jurassic World. I gave him 3 Truckroids. He's never drawn a single one. Shit, he's gonna need a magic cylinder that. Okay, good. That's a lot of burn. That is a lot of burn. I have my own power bomb, but no gyroid, so I can't do it. I do have the ability to banish our opponent, though, which I think is hilarious. Alright, banishing the opponent is always funny. I'm going to summon 2 Steamroids, and no, Parapsychroid is not here, so sorry, that's not a thing. Wasn't in the deck if I was... it wasn't in the trunk, for those of you that were curious. I'm going to go for 3,600 damage. First turn Mirror Force normally is a problem, but I do run my body as a shield. So first turn Mirror Force for once is not a problem. We'll take 15, they'll take 36. Alright, Chum, it is your first turn, and you have exactly 1,900 life points to play with. And you're staring down 2 monsters. What do you do? That's probably the right play. No! I don't like that, Chumley. Okay, you're lucky we can win with deflected damage, basically. He might power bond during swords, which would be bad, but hey, whatever. At least we get to see Cyrus play power bond. This is going to be the strongest Steam Gyroid. It can even beat Master of Oz, which is really cool. For once, Submarine Run in defense mode makes sense. Alright, well, we are a little screwed due to swords. We'll take 2,200, so that's a lot of burn we've done to ourselves, 15 and 22. But, if they get aggressive on us, we can make them pay. That's not what I meant. Alright. I will play a little Scissorman, which will most likely win us this duel. If we play it right. I can't attack with it, but if we play it right, the little Scissorman will maybe win us the duel. I end my turn. That's what I want to hit. Yes, I activate Shrink. That is the end of the duel. What? Oh, shit! The Chump, everybody! He actually can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I respect the hell out of that. I went for game right there. I almost had it. But the Chump found a way. God damn, he's good at Yu-Gi-Oh! He's also the one that played swords. He's the only reason they're still here. And if we can draw Drillroid, we'll win for sure. Oh, don't put that in attack! Oh, you're so fucking stupid, Cyrus. They were right about Cyrus not growing. He's still an idiot. Granted, swords is gone, so they might not be willing. Nope, they're willing. They're willing to lose. They could have drawn another Mirror Force by now, but the odds of that are extremely low. And I mean extremely low. That's disgusting that you had to set it, because Steam Gyroid is just that strong. Alright, I draw. I have Prideful Roar. We already have game showing. And I'm afraid about getting hit by a second Mirror Force, so I'm just going to go for game, and if we don't win, we don't win. 2 Mirror Forces! I fucking knew it! Oh my god, and now that tribute they made makes more sense. Alright, I'm gonna summon the Time Eater instead. I know Submarine Roy can win us the duel, but I'm gonna summon the Time Eater. Unless Chumley fuses, then we lose. If Chumley fuses, we lose. Oh my god. That actually is enough to beat us. That's enough to beat us, because Prideful Roar only stopped the face-down monster, which I knew was going to be strong. Shit. I'm sorry, Asai, I cost us... Well, technically, Chumley just won them the duel. I didn't even cost us the duel. I took a bet, and I was wrong. They had a Monster Reborn up their sleeve, so unless Cyrus top decks something incredible that can do 1,600 damage, we lose. That is not going to happen. That's a GG, baby. All they have to do is say, I attack. They don't get a main phase, but they don't need a main phase. Respect. Respect. That was a real back and forth duel. That was actually sick as hell. If it wasn't for Chumley, we would have won. His swords and his Book of Moon play was freaking top notch. And you don't really get to see the AI make those plays. It's like leaving the academy made him a better duelist. All right, heart of the cards. Yay, we get to go first. Okay, also Cyrus put Steamroid in attack mode and kept putting stuff where it shouldn't be. But that's okay. We knew he was going to be dumb. All right, here we go. Again, he can't draw his truck up. This time he'll fuse. Okay. Steam Gyroid immediately. I don't know why, ever since I changed his deck, which I didn't touch Gyroid or Steamroid when I changed his deck, he's only drawn it. So it's kind of strange. Jurassic World seems scary, but unless he has Black Velocity, we're chilling. Ah, that's annoying, but we're not going to die. We're just going to leave. All right, well, we're going to leave, which means Sai has nothing now. All of his cards are gone. Ah, if they give us back Steamroid, then I take it back. Nope, you're going to regret making that play. And yeah, we know this card will bounce a card back, but if I'm tactical about it, who cares? Alrighty then. Hyper Hammerhead actually has decent defense, so Steamroid's gonna... Unless they started Mirror Force again. They got 2 Mirror Forces last time, which is the only real reason we lost. Was the double Mirror Force, so... Let's see if they got it again. They did not. Okay, we're fine then. We got nothing to worry about. I have a Steamroid in hand. If I draw Gyroid or my partner plays a Gyroid, we win, basically. No chance of losing this duel. Oh, I guess that's the same thing. We lose everything. Alright, well, that's just a different kind of Mirror Force. Speaking of which, I have one, but there's not really much use to it. I'd rather wait to see if he has Heavy Storm. He does not. We're wide open. He doesn't even go for us. Okay. That means Chumley's just played a big defense monster. And Cyrus, I gave you a bunch more monsters, dude. All new Roid cards, and you can't draw them. Black Stego is actually a problem. It's worth a Saku. It's not worth a Magic Cylinder. 15 is not bad burn. It's just not worth it. It's worth a Saku, though. Alright, instead I drew a Steamroid, even though I have 3 Gyroids the same. Oakley dokley. I don't know what this is. It was one of Chumley's cards. Shrink won't matter because he's just going to go in defense. I'm going to summon this. I want to believe this could be a Des Kangaroo, so I'm afraid to attack it. So I'm willing to spend more cards in my hand right now. I activate Rush recklessly. And with this, we're now above 23. Oh, Pete did have Mirror Force on the first turn. They just didn't use it. Alright, I didn't use my body as a shield because all I was going for was a Black Stego, which I'm just... Now that I know that they already use Mirror Force, I'm just going to use my Mirror Force. We'll wipe their field. Alright. Unfortunate, they started both duels with Mirror Force. I hope we don't see 2 Mirror Forces again. Oh, Green Baboon's much more dangerous than Big Koala, but it's easier to kill. It just means the next time we Mirror Force, we're going to pay the price unless we only hit dinos. Alright, partner. It's something at least. Alright, we'll take it. We will take it. You could use a Mirror Force to defend it if they Monster Born or if they summon a big dino. Nah, you might as well. Yeah, might as well, just so we don't lose out. Plus, I have Power Bond. Oh, wait, I think Power Bond you need that. I drew it! I activate Power Bond! This is how you play Power Bond. I could use it. Interesting. Either way, I'm using these. Steamroid and Gyroid create Steam Gyroid. And with this ultimate monster, hell yeah, we're going to attack them directly. And I'm going to play the Scissorman for fun. I do need the Scissorman, actually. Scissorman, I didn't need it, but we can play it. Scissorman, go in. You know what? We will limit a removal. Why not? Why wouldn't we? The Scissorman goes in, and because this is one of the last duels, I'm gonna make them pay. We have 8,800 attack. We have 8,800 attack points right now. I attack for 88 with Steam Gyroid. This is the strongest Steam Gyroid ever. Yeah! Get him! I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Get him! Oh, so freaking cool, man! Oh, that was so worth it. Chumley, you're an amazing duelist, but Cyrus, when we pop off hard. What in the Sam Hill? We lost? I'm sorry. No, you did not, Chumley. You carried. No, that's not true. Besides, it was a fun duel. That was quite a duel. It shows how much you all have grown. Aha, you lost, Tyranno. Maybe you should call me Sarge from now on. Maybe I spoke too soon. Looks like he hasn't grown at all. Don't let one victory go to your head, Sai. Besides, you really should thank Cooper. Actually, he's right. You should thank me. Don't be a sore loser, Tyranno. Go get me a sandwich. What's up with you and sandwiches? No respect for his opponent whatsoever. Is he really Zane Truesdale's brother? Actually, Zane goes through his emo phase. Yeah, he kind of is. Well, whatevs. It was a fun duel, right? Besides, maybe that childishness is one of Cyrus's good features. It isn't. You know what I mean, right, Cooper? No, it's not. Well, Cyrus does always rely on Cooper. I don't like that. But then again, look at the scowl on Cooper's face. Hey, you can see me? You talking about me? In any case, I hope you all will continue to keep up the good work. Sure, of course, I'm going to be the king of games after all. A Roy deck is not going to be the king of games. You will never be the king. My Time Eater deck has a higher chance of being the king of games than your Roy deck does. And it's a Roy deck that I buffed. All right, let's go buy a box of cards to celebrate. And then we'll be done. There's only one heart left. That went way too quickly. I didn't realize the deck was so strong we could beat anybody in the game with it. I know we just lost to Chumley, but it took 2 Mirror Forces, Cyrus making bad plays, and Chumley being a god for us to lose that duel. Alright. Let's do this. Anything new? Hey! 3 Cyber Valleys and 3 double cost odds! Super good pulls! Triple Cyber Valley is insane and makes an Exodia deck much more viable. Double cost on is just good for dark decks. Just really good. And zombie decks. Yeah, no. Win-win. Win freaking win, guys. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, this game is coming to an end. We have 1 heart left. And the new deck was too strong. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.